so I did.
Hey everyone, we decided to escape to Sokcho for a weekend getaway. It's this beautiful coastal city on the eastern side of Korea. After a fun day of swimming with the kids, I'm cooking up a quick and easy dish for the family. Kimchi Bokkeumbap, Kimchi Fried Rice. Let's get cooking. Hello friends! It's time to cook for my family. Many of you wrote me you love kimchi, and kimchi is becoming popular all around the world. But did you know kimchi is not only banchan, it can be an ingredient of a dish. So today I would like to make kimchi bokkeumbap, kimchi fried rice. You might have heard of it. It is very beloved among Koreans because you can use kimchi, one of the staples in our cuisine, but you can mix it with many vegetables, proteins, so a lot of the goodness and the wholesome kitchen and cuisine can come together into this wonderful meal. What we would need is, I prepared it for you, the ingredients. We would start with butter and spring onion. We would use this to make the base, really gives a nice profound base for the kimchi fried rice. As I mentioned, we use a lot of vegetables. A must ingredient is an onion. The onion really gives a nice sweetness but also a crispness. What I personally also love to include is a nice organic carrot. Isn't this beautiful? Of course, what cannot be left out, of course, is the kimchi. I got this nice box of kimchi. Koreans love to have dan-jjan, sweet and salty. So soy sauce and a bit of sugar. Then, of course, rice. As a protein, it's up to you. You can use different kinds of meat. What is quite popular is a minced pork, but of course also old school ingredient, spam. Oh, and literally it's the cherry on top or the sprinkle on top. What I strongly recommend is sesame. We have here very nice organic sesame, which has been roasted. So let's go. All right, got spring onion. It's really up to you, but what I like to do is I use different parts of the spring onion. It gives you a nice variety. Be generous with the onion. Together with the other ingredients, so the size should be matching the other vegetables. A very generous portion of spam. Last but not least, there you go, ready to fry it up. Some time until the pan is hot enough. We like to use a generous serving of butter, you may have noticed. Start with the carrot. So you give the onion and the carrot a few minutes. Once it's ready, time to add the kimchi. Right, now it's time to add the spam. What I like to do is to let the kimchi speak for itself, but as I mentioned earlier, dan-jjan. What you can do is add soy sauce and sort of a good spoon of sugar. Bokkeumbap is ready, coated in butter and all the ingredients beautifully coming together. We have of course the kimchi, vegetables, spam and the sesame.